Will there be snow at Christmas? Have you noticed the beautiful sunrises and sunsets we've seen recently? And are we ready for the big day?
Well, those are great questions, and they will be answered in the Square Raindrop Christmas podcast. A very warm welcome. I'm Jo Wheeler.
And I'm Steff Golter. Nearly forgot who I was then.
It happens easily in the festive season, it has to be said. Little too much, Steffi? Little too much? Possibly not yet. But before we get into the Christmas weather forecast, which has been quite exciting in the run-up, let's just step back a bit because we saw the last full moon of 2024 a few days ago. It's called the cold moon, unsurprisingly, because it happens during the cold months. But it is quite significant and it was quite spectacular.
I didn't notice it, to be honest, Jo. There was a bit too much cloud around these parts.
I'm so sorry. It was very spectacular where I was. But basically, the moon apparently works on an 18.6-year cycle. And so we saw the both northernmost moonrise and moonset, not only of this year, but of the next 18 years. It won't happen again until then. As in, earlier in the year, June 21st, we saw the southernmost moonrise and moonset. And that gave rise to some pretty spectacular skies. But the ones that we've seen just recently, and people have been taking note, haven't they? These glorious red skies that we've seen.
Yes, so this seems to be a separate thing from the moon set and moon rise and the beautiful moons that we've been seeing. The colours of sunset and sunrise that have been spectacular recently, loads of people have been posting on social media these beautiful pictures, is to do with where the sun is rather than the moon. So the sun is at its northernmost point now on its journey. And so it's really low and shining really low at us. And so that's just lighting up a load of clouds and making them stunning. We've seen oranges, reds, pinks, really vibrant colours that have lasted quite a while in the skies.
Now, there was quite an interesting 24 hours where you posted fiery skies down in Winchester at night. And I posted fiery skies in Lincolnshire first thing in the morning. Or was it the other way around? I think it was the other way around. But the fact of the matter is, by the old adage, red sky at night, shepherd's delight, red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning, I was thinking there are some confused shepherds around, but probably this is the best time of year for shepherds to be confused. If only somebody would send them a star.
Yes, indeed. And I got even more confused because somebody sent me a message saying, what's that saying about fishermen? And I was like, what saying about fish? Is it red sky at night, fisher's delight? And I was like, well, I'm not where I am, but maybe near the coast it is. Who's to say?
Could be here out on the East Coast quite easily. But of course, we are now heading towards the equinox. Now, I've always thought of this as the shortest day, the longest night, and you're about to tell me that's not so either. Back to the fishermen and the shepherds.
So, no, you are right. The equinox is the shortest day of the year, but the length of the mornings and the length of the afternoons aren't necessarily lengthening and shortening at the same time. So it gets a little bit confusing. So you might have noticed that the evenings are now getting a little bit longer. You probably haven't actually, because it's about by a minute. But by the end of the year, it'll be about 8 minutes later the sunset than it is now. So here in Winchester, it's about 4 o'clock. So it'll be 8 minutes past 4 by the end of the year. So that's not so bad. The evenings are beginning to get that little bit longer, but the mornings at the moment are still getting shorter, but they're not getting as short as the evenings are getting longer, if you see what I mean. So the day length is still shrinking until the equinox, then will slowly rise, but it looks like it's the afternoons that lengthen quick, and the mornings are still, was that the equinox? I missed that. And then they'll kind of cotton on about the 5th of January, and then they'll start getting a bit earlier.
I'll try to remember that, Steffi. In the meantime, I think you probably need to get out a little more.
Yes, maybe I do, but it's quite fun here.
Absolutely. Now, big question. Are you ready for Christmas? All your Christmas preps done?
Well, as some of you will know, my father did die in the middle of November. We had his funeral on Tuesday, so everything has been focused on that. So Santa hasn't really had a look in our Jo. No to presents, no to any kind of food preparation or anything like that. It's going to be a panic buy, I'm afraid, this year. Would you like a present? If so, let's see what's in Tesco.
Do what I do and ask the kids to send you links. correct size, colour, whatever it is they want. Yeah,
She's
just send me a
7.
link to it. I press the button, somebody drops it off tomorrow. And if you do it right and you swap them around, because you have two children, you get your daughter to wrap your son's present, your son to wrap your daughter's present. Voila, things are much
She's
easier.
7. Could you imagine what she'd buy? It'll be hilarious.
No, 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 no. You buy it. Just get her to wrap it.
But you also say get her to send me the link. She might be a bit young for that part of the year. I love the
No,
way the tinsel coming out your head looks a bit like reindeer antlers. I think you've worked that out really well.
I didn't. I have to say, my Christmas decorations aren't even up yet. I've got a tree. I've got some lights on the tree, and my daughter
Yeah.
keeps saying she's going to decorate it, but then that doesn't happen. And I've got several strings of lights that need to go up. I'm just a bit bleh. You see, all I've done for Christmas preparations so far was make some chili jam. Now, I don't know why this became so very important to me, right? But I made this chili jam and I used my sugar thermometer, an item in my kitchen that I haven't used for some time. And basically, the consistency of this is close to asphalt. I mean, I could now use it to go and fill in a lot of the potholes in Lincolnshire because it would be really good, apart from the fact it would rip car tyres off. Yeah, so I need a second go at chili jam. But I have, just wait for this. I've already done my pigs in blankets. I've already made my stuffing. I've already made my red cabbage and put it all in the freezer. Are you impressed?
That's amazing ahead of the day. I mean, I've done nothing, literally nothing.
There's a bit of a drawback to all of this.
What? What? You sound like you're really
Not
well
actually.
prepared.
I'm not doing Christmas dinner this year.
Why have you made all this stuff? Are you taking it with you to wherever you're
No,
going?
no, because no, we're not eating turkey where I'm going. And in fact, I've yet to discover. I have this turkey mystery each and every year. Did I order one last year? Am I waiting on a telephone call that says, "Come and pick up your turkey"? Quite possibly. Maybe I didn't order a turkey and there's nothing coming. I really haven't got a clue. It's that December surprise for me. But no, I'm going
Can I-
somewhere else for Christmas dinner.
Where are you going?
I'm going to my brother's, and his wife, who is the most amazing cook, is doing, I think, a Thai Malaysian spread.
All right. Well, instead of making your own pigs in blanket, maybe just take some Tupperware with you. Keep me fed for a couple of days. I would like to say, chili jam. Where is this from? I've never heard of chili jam. Who makes chili jam? And is it a Christmas thing?
No, not really. I think I just fancied trying it. And I've made some mango chutney, which fared better than the chili jam, is all I can say.
Well, I have to say, I've heard of mango chutney, and no, that's not particularly Christmassy either. Well done. Excellent. Never mind. All helps us
It,
prepare for the big day.
it goes nicely with turkey if you have some turkey. On the other hand, if I haven't got a turkey, I've got an awful lot of mango chutney.
Better buy some poppadoms. That's all I can say. So, for the Christmas forecast then. How's that
Well,
looking?
listen, the newspapers have not failed us. Walls of snow, Scotland to wait to 60 centimetres of snow. We're all going to drown in the snow. Hang on a second. No, actually, it's going to be mild, possibly actually record temperatures in the east.
I missed all this, Joe. Well, I've been funeral preparing. So what's been going on?
Oh, well, we did have quite an interesting setup with a strong jet stream coming out of the eastern side of America, which was engaging with a low pressure system down towards the southwest, which was going to bring some various unsettled weather for us, which it did and has. But the main thing was we were getting this big area of high pressure building as we went into Christmas week. And it does look as though that's what's going to happen. However, this weekend is a little more exciting.
Yes, it's looking really, really windy this weekend. So it starts off being super windy over the north of Scotland. So we're looking at gusts maybe over 80 miles an hour. And then many parts of Scotland, Northern England, the Pennines, Northern Ireland, they're very, very windy for Saturday. If you're out doing your Christmas shopping, then no skirts and no hats. And then on Sunday, that really strong wind also affects us in Wales and the southwest. And generally, most places quite blustery. Then, as we head towards the big day, well, the winds ease on the Monday, but they're back Tuesday, Wednesday, so still pretty windy. So as poor old Santa's there trying to deliver all our presents, he'll be jostled around in the sky. Hope he hasn't had a big dinner, our Joe, or he might be feeling a little bit queasy by the time he gets down here in Winchester.
More than likely, and heaven forfend that he's wearing a skirt. I should just point out when Steffi's just going out without a skirt, she doesn't mean without a skirt and nothing else, no replacement.
How do you know?
She means
How do you know?
she means you'd be better off with a pair of slacks on or your jeans. Yeah, no need to dress up when it's as windy as that. But above all, Steffi, it's going to be mild for Christmas Day, isn't it?
Yes, strangely mild, probably quite cloudy, because let's face it, it's been fairly cloudy over the last few months, but there's a chance that in the east, because the winds are all coming in from the west, that cloud might break up a bit. Best chance in the east, and who lives in the east, Jo?
Be me. I get to see some sunshine. Not that I wanted sunshine on Christmas Day, I wanted snow. Now,
Go to Lapland.
Snow. Are any of us going to see snow between now and Christmas Day?
Well, there are a lot of showers around this weekend, brought in on some very brisk winds. It will be cold. It will feel bitterly cold in that wind. And there could be a little bit of sleet, a little bit of snow showers there as well. But mostly up a mountain in Scotland, if we're honest.
As it always is. 'Tis the way of it, Steffi.
Oh, well, I have
raise a glass.
Cheers.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
And here's to a wonderful new year. But we'll see you before then.